We on the same team. We on the same team. All right, y'all. It's real life.
Real issues.
Real engagement.
Real answers.
To some real married people stuff.
Have you heard?
Marriage is work. There's a lot of expectations that come in.
To become the husband that they expect us to be.
People expect to have this knight in shining armor.
He wants to deceive the elect and make you believe.
But in the end, you gotta realize that
Hey, we're fighting on the same team.
fighting on the same team. The same team, not against each other.
Yeah.
He may devour. Wake up, hear the voice of God calling you.
Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleep, worried about the way that things would automatically be. Woo! Big wheels keep on turning. Proud baby, keep on burning. Cause we're rolling, yeah. Rolling on the river. You ain't ready for that part?
Hey, we just did get our little juices flowing, get you up
Yeah.
and moving. Hey, welcome to Unscripted.
Marriage.
Unscripted.
Marriage.
Unscripted.
Marriage.
Hey, we thank you so much for being part of our family, the Unscripted Marriage family. And as we normally do, we want you to make sure that you are joining us on Durrani TV,
Yep.
on YouTube, because we're up to probably,
Ooh.
I can't even come up with
Oh
numbers
my
no
goodness,
more.
we just like.
High five, babe. I don't even, the numbers is like, it's like 20 numbers already. So it's like 20 zeros behind the one. So whatever that number is, that's where we at. But hey, you can still get on those sweepstakes. You can still be part of the Unscripted Marriage Nation. Come and join us, be part of the conversation. We're on Facebook, all that kind of good stuff. We want you to be engaging with us. So, that's everything?
That's everything, yeah.
Okay,
So like us on our page, so social media. Do we have any shout outs today? Any shout outs to our music folks, the not the Tina Turner music folks, but the people Collab Entertainment.
Yes.
The promo video that you just heard before the Tina Turner thing, that was Collab Entertainment, and they produced that song Wake Up. So check it out. Hopefully you'll see the link below that we'll put the music in there, but listen to the whole song. You just got like a snippet, but listen to the whole song.
Yes.
So Collab Entertainment.
And so we want to talk about Durrani TV. You already did that.
Yep.
And Media 365.
Buzz.
Sorry.
365 Media.
Buzz
Durrani
365
TV.
Media. Durrani
Powered
TV.
by Buzz.
365
365 Media.
Right.
It's
I'm
okay.
Sorry,
All right.
y'all. Sorry. Please.
All right. So we are going to talk today about. Are you ready for the topic of today?
I am ready.
This is a sticky topic because a lot of people can't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been following the posts on social media all week long and you've answered the top rated comment, then you may be the top rated commenter.
Yes.
You may be the top rated comment. Okay. So a lot of people can't do this. And what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about
business
and
marriage.
Business
and
marriage. Business and marriage.
I mean, you act so surprised, like, okay, all right. Well, so we had a lot of comments on this one.
We did. Like, it was like 100 comments. Like, seriously.
Yes.
We're not even joking about that.
It was for real.
So, but we did get the percentages, though. Like, people were saying no. People were saying some extra stuff with the no. People were saying yes. And people were saying some extra stuff with the yes.
Yeah, the extra stuff with the no was kind of hilarious, though. That was funny.
It was. I was like, whoa, okay.
I was like, man, okay, we get it.
Hopefully your wife is not on social media or your husband is not on social media because you don't want to work. Okay, whatever.
You don't want to know what they say.
But the interesting thing is that the amount of response almost was like balanced.
It was balanced, yeah.
So like almost 50% of the people said no, they would not do this, and 50% of people said they would. So they would work with their spouse or they wouldn't work with their spouse. So that was pretty interesting. But the top rated comment of the week, and actually we have two because they were just that good. Number one comes from Jay Miles, and he says, yes, that's my partner in everything we set out to do. #team, baby. After the business is done, we can go and have some time alone if needed.
Oh, amen. We like that time alone,
yes.
don't we, brothers?
And then W. Johnson says, nah, I need time to miss his knucklehead.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, that's right. You know, it's a balancing act, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you say, okay, well, I can't really deal with my partner 19 hours out of the day, all day long. I mean, that's the thing. You're right. I mean, you do need space. Is good.
Yeah.
Space is good, and so some can't handle or don't want to kind of put up with their spouse, and that's totally fine in a business relationship, because getting out and being able to be in a job and in your workplace is great. You know what I'm saying? Where you be able to get away from your spouse, bring home new ideas, do all that kind of stuff. If you are smothered by your spouse sometimes, you may not be able to get those creative juices going sometimes.
Yeah,
I guess.
and you do need your space. And I mean, I agree. I guess to each his own.
Yeah,
you know,
there's no wrong answer to that.
No wrong answer to that
Yes.
one. I just want to say we work together.
And she follow all the rules, so it makes it easy.
Really? Yes,
Sorry.
I do. Yes, he's right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook Live. Yes, I follow all the rules. Just agree with everything.
Yeah, see?
She follows all the rules, he said.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. We're gonna discuss us and our kind of stuff like this.
We're gonna talk about our business in marriage.
Yes.
Similar to Ike and Tina. No, I'm joking.
No.
That's why we started off the song, because Ike and Tina used to work together.
Yes.
Like, he was kind of her boss or whatever, manager, but they used to work together. And that relationship just didn't work well together. But we're going to show you a video of a husband and wife that work together, kind of like us.
Okay.
And they just an awesome couple. And this video comes from the Shibes, Team Shibe.
Yay.
Shout out to Team Shibe.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to have you take a look. They're realtors. Take a look at their video.
So what do we think about working together as a real estate team? I think it's going pretty well. Why are you laughing?
It is good. It gives us the opportunity to be together with our late night showings and listing appointments. It allows us to spend some time during the day, so we do have quality time. I think it's very important.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Working with my wife, yeah, it's definitely great. Some of the best things about it is the fact that we can actually spend time together. Before she started working with me, not much time together, but now it's great. She's also awesome at keeping me organized. I will say, there are a few things that might annoy me a little bit.
Hey babe,
Yeah,
you want me to mail those letters out?
yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, and should I RSVP to that party on Friday night?
Yeah, are we going?
Yeah. Should I wear my hair up or down for that?
You didn't wear a blue shirt today?
I don't know why.
Because I thought we could match for the office meeting.
Having them in Watch the League FX Jets season finale tonight at 10 p.m. Jason Reed calling in from the Washington Post.
Yep.
Albert Breer giving us the latest. Rod Woodson, normally he's here.
My favorite part of working with Tim is probably the fact that we do get to see each other more throughout the day, and I get to use my creativity and organization to keep him organized and keep the business running smoothly. And it's always nice, it's always fun working with your friend, your best friend, and your husband. That being said, there might be a couple things that maybe don't go as well or as smoothly as we would like, but that's with every married couple, right? Tim, can you come sign this, please?
Yeah, sure. Get that dot would be good.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Hey, honey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, I got the mail. Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs. How the showings go?
Pretty good. I thought they were gonna write on cherry, but I think they're gonna write on walnut because cherry just didn't have the layout they wanted. So I'm probably gonna go with walnut.
So they're gonna write on cherry?
Obviously, we like to have fun, but in real life, we actually do work very well together.
Having fun is very important, but taking our job seriously is also important. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give us a call. We'll see if we're the right team for you.
Thanks for watching.
Yay.
Shout out to the Shives all the way in Iowa. If you're looking
Yes.
for a home in that area, give them a call. You just saw their information.
Yes.
But you see how easy it is for them to work together?
You see what happens when it's just like, oh my goodness. It was just so hilarious. I mean, when we seen this thing, it was just hilarious.
The littlest things, you know, it
Yeah.
just kind of bugs us. So like we work together and we've been in business actually probably almost our whole marriage.
We've been doing a lot of
Yeah.
things our whole marriage, actually.
Yeah,
Think
we've
about
been
it.
in business about our whole marriage, and man, we have actively been working together full time. I would say for the last maybe 7 or 8 years,
Yeah.
since 2010. Since 2000, actually before that, since 2007, we've been working together basically full time. And yeah, so talk about our business and marriage.
Yes.
We own Real Life Productions.
Yeah, so so now currently we have Real Life Productions and Unscripted Marriage and all that kind of stuff. But back in North Carolina, where we
Yeah.
used to live, we used to have a daycare.
Daycare centers.
And daycare centers, and so it was a little different because it's a lot of paperwork involved for those who are in the daycare or childcare industry. And I'm not the one that's all about the paperwork. That's just not me. And so I tried to voice that to LaWanda and let her know, like, okay, baby, if you try to get me to do paperwork, you know, that's just not what I do technically. You know what I'm saying? Because I am actually a paper hoarder for the most part. LaWanda be trying to burn all my papers and all this other kind of stuff at home. And I'm like, well, so anyway, I wanted to say something else, but you know, for TV purposes, we're gonna let that go. But yeah, so it's all about what I learned is through, like, if you see a couple episodes ago when we were talking about some different things, I was just like really not knowing my purpose and my goals and everything like that. But once I kind of got involved in the business, then I started kind of figuring out where my niche was and what was most powerful for me.
Yeah.
And what I noticed is I'm the talker. If you all know that I'm the talker in our relationship, and so as I'm doing all the talking, then she's doing all the paperwork and all the behind the scenes stuff, and that's just the kind of thing that we established that worked for us.
I'm the behind the scenes person. He's the spokesperson.
I'm the spokesperson, and it works.
It works. We
And
figured out our strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. And we spend that time, and like I said before, when she talked about 2010, when we started actually working together, we had to make work fun for both of us. And you know, and what's interesting about fun is that, you know, when finances become a problem and, you know, you have different issues, that can be a hindrance in your marriage as well, because it all spills over because you're taking work home. So you have to be sensitive to that as well.
Yes.
But, you know, you have to, there are good times in it as well. And I believe that through the tough times in our business, it made our marriage stronger as well. I remember being in one span of time, our house was getting foreclosed on.
Yeah.
We owned buildings that were getting foreclosed on.
Well, wait, back up. Our house was about to. Everything looked like it was about to happen.
Okay, well.
But God.
Well, okay, yes.
Okay,
well,
go ahead.
I seen notices that said you about to be done, so you about to be on the street. So I'm just correlating all that to say, yes,
business and marriage is tricky because sometimes you are putting so much for your business, and hopefully some of you will understand this, and you put everything out there, and then It's like, well, wait, you got bills at home and you got to manage, you got to balance, you got to work together. And then, like you said, like we had two daycare centers, and we were, and then we had our house. And so we had like three buildings that we had to fund. Our mortgage and the two daycare centers, and then all the bills that are associated with that. And so,
and employees and everything like that.
So when the state cut the funding for most of our children who received vouchers, that cut our income like way down. We had no control over that, so we eventually had to close down and sell both businesses. But right there, like in a 6-month span, it looked like we were going to lose everything, even our house. And that was a really, really, really tough time.
Yeah, because
in business.
Yeah, because we're talking about
employees.
We had employees, and so what we were stuck with eating was like Lunchables. And all four,
we couldn't even afford Lunchables. What you talking about? Oodles and noodles.
Yeah, we was eating straight with the
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
It was just tough because then I had to work. I had to work a job Okay, was it good? Okay, so I had to work a job because I had to do benefits. I mean, we had to have some kind of health care.
Yeah.
And so I kept a job because I needed the health care, and then I was torn between going to the business and then working my regular job and all that kind of stuff. It was like, man, it'd be much easier if I can just do the business and everything like that. But I felt that the health insurance at that point was important.
Yeah.
And I think just through all that kind of stuff, you learn how to work together. And really, if you're not careful, that can break a marriage.
It
can.
I think,
you really have to count the costs up before you go into business.
Right.
But then, I'm saying it can be. It can be awesome too.
Great. Oh my goodness. It could be awesome. So great. Like he said, he's the talking person, the networker. He can go talk to anybody. I'm not that friendly. I'll talk to you. I'll have a conversation. What?
Yeah, you're not that friendly.
I'm not that friendly.
Yeah.
Once I do talk to people, but I'm mostly like about the business and very task oriented and trying to get things done. So I'm like a driver in that aspect, and he's like the expressive one, and he wants the free spirit and wants to talk to everybody and hello, how you doing? And call people out the blue. Like that's not me. I hate calling people on the phone.
It's all right, babe. Everybody.
But anyway,
okay,
we have learned the strengths and the weaknesses and how we just work together so well.
You keep on grabbing my arm like, what's going on
How
here?
we work together so well to like complement each other. And then I don't try to step on his toes because I don't like to do a lot of what he does, but I have to learn how to do a lot of what he does just in case he's not able to do it. And in the same way, he doesn't really like the paperwork and the behind the scenes stuff, but sometimes he has to learn it.
Which I don't like at all.
Which he doesn't like at all, just in case.
Yeah, and it's just all about like one of them things, if for sicker or for poor, right? Isn't that what they say? So if Luanda goes down, the business still got to run. And it's a little saying out there that says, hey, don't, a little thing about your job. They was like, look, if you die tomorrow, they got to replace you. So, don't make sure that you spending time taking care of yourself and doing different things like that. I don't even know why I said that. But anyway, so the key is that, okay, so babe, it's not like you're going to die and then I got to take over. I'm not saying that. But if you get sick.
Man, you
I know,
just went off.
I know, right? I'm sorry.
Oh.
A little crazy. That must be the
kombucha?
Yeah, it must be. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, so if you go down, if somehow, like, remember when you was on bed rest?
Get it right.
Remember when you was on bed rest, right?
Yes. I remember.
And I had to do everything, right?
You did.
So when I had to do everything, boom, instantly, because when you're weak, I'm strong, I can pick up the slack.
That's right.
God prepared us for that, right?
Yes, he did.
To do that.
Amen.
So,
amen. Preach it. Hallelujah. Woo!
I feel like this episode needs it. Anyway, so
preaching it.
I didn't even say nothing.
I know.
Okay,
it's the expectation of what you're getting ready to say.
So you already know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and type it in the amen.
Okay, sorry. All right.
We're getting nowhere right now.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. So what I was saying is that we are made and we are each other through our marriage to be able to compensate for when one is weak. We're both, and I'll be able to pick up the slack when she's down and everything like that. That's just how we have established our marriage. And you can do it too. And for those who are single, you are engaged, you're thinking about spouse, really talk about that thing and it'll start coming along, your conversations, and when you start talking about those things and before you go into marriage, when you're talking about that, just say, okay, well, look, this is where I'm strong at, but just like Awanda said, I have to learn what you're doing, just in the event that I can at least tangibly hold it down in some sort before while you get back. That's
I
really
get
all it's about.
exactly what you're saying. I
Yes.
know exactly what you're saying. And part of that is a later episode when we do talk about that. I don't want to mention it now, but
Okay.
you know,
we'll talk about that. Yes.
Yeah, when someone else moves on. But
Okay.
anyway, whew. So yes.
Was the word good, apparently?
Hallelujah. Would you recommend that people get into a business together? Would you recommend to married couples that they go for it, that they work together? Or what's your take on that?
So I would suggest that you kind of just tangibly just take a look at it, write it down, see what it looks like on paper, and really just follow your heart. You know, if that's what you both believe will work, then you both go for it. I mean, for LaWanda and I, it was a little different. She believed in the product. I was supporting her in it. So it wasn't something that when we both sat down and said, well, at least for Youth Center Stage, we talked about that to say, okay, well, you said, okay, this is what I believe, and I said I'm a support. So it's really all about, you know, what your spouse want to do, and you have to, and really just being a supporter of that. And I think that's what it is. So if you ask me if I recommend it, I recommend just follow your heart, and if that's where you're being led to do, then go all for it, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I just don't think that a lot of people can work together. I think that a lot of people need their space and their time, because like in the video with the Shites, it was like, you know, it was good. Like it was good, and they were just kind of, and I'm sure that they've been blessed, and they even said that they've been blessed to work together really well. And some people just work well together, like they just mesh so well. But in some cases, like the littlest thing will just be like, throw me over the top.
Yeah.
You know, it might just throw you over the top. But
Yeah.
I love working with my husband because we just have fun. It doesn't feel like work at all. And then we have our little, you know, giggles and stuff when we see something, so we can just look at each other and like communicate that way and kind of laugh on the inside or something. Happens all the time. So I love working with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love working with you too.
Yeah. I left a good job in the city,
Oh.
working for the man every night and day,
Oh, well.
just to work with you.
Oh, amen.
And now we rolling.
Rolling.
Yeah. Rolling on the river.
Anyway, babe, I feel like you've been distracted pretty easily today.
Sorry, bring it back.
So yeah, so
Bring
we
it
want to talk
back.
about, so we're not swaying, we're not going either way, and there's no wrong
Right.
answer to this.
It's not.
It just works for us, and you got to find what works for your
What
marriage.
works for you
I mean,
in
'cause
your
even if-
own marriage.
Because even if you're working at the same job, it can be the same thing. It doesn't have to be in your business that you own, but it can be in a business that you know that you both are employed at, or you know, this can even translate to, I mean, doing a whole lot of stuff. Parenting, you have to work together. You know, all that kind of stuff. So you just got to find the balance within your marriage to make it work.
And a lot of people, they found their spouse on their job. That's another show too.
How's that other show?
I'm just saying, like that's another
What?
show. Workplace
Fraternization.
fraternization.
That's what they call it, right?
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say like workplace drama, because I would think that would be drama. Because then you have to like go sneak a kiss or.
Take a little bath.
Yeah,
or
like-
something. You know, I don't know.
What? Oh my goodness. Whoop. Okay. So guys, this week's homework or challenge
Yes.
of the week is, we got a date night challenge for you. This is our first date night challenge that we're going to challenge you to do. The very first date night challenge. And you can do one to three things. So date night challenge. Take some time off and have some fun. Here's a few ideas for the week. And hopefully you'll post them. So
Yes.
post a picture or post a video of you actually doing this, and we will show it on our, we'll show it on our, we'll show your date night on our page and TV.
Yes, we're going.
All right. Okay. Number one. So the number one idea was go karaoke.
Oh, that's nice.
Go to karaoke and sing with your spouse, or even have your spouse get up there and you videotape them. Whatever. Whoever likes to sing, go do that. And then number two is Go test drive an expensive car.
Oh, that's nice. Can we do that?
Maybe not buy it. I mean, unless you got bank like that. But go test drive an expensive car and go for.
We can go test drive a Kia.
Not necessarily a joyride, but make sure you return it in the shape that it was in.
Yeah.
Never mind. Maybe X that one off the list. Don't go test drive no car.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
It would,
well,
but some people
get that kind of information out though.
But some people might get carried away.
Yeah, you're right.
You can go test drive a car. I'm just saying, don't get carried away with it. Don't leave nothing in the car.
Okay, babe. All right.
Okay.
Like that one time that you test drove a car and we said we was gonna get it, but then you seen a nice little shiny one, and then we end up having to get that one.
Getting the one that costs more than the one we test drove. Okay, yeah you're right.
Oh.
And number 3, go hiking. It is it's getting nice now if you are in the Northern Virginia, DC area. So go hiking.
That'd be fun too.
Yes.
Can we do that?
So that is your date night challenge. That was 3 things that we gave you to go do. Post a picture, post a video. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube. Follow us at GeraniCoffeehouse.com. Click on Gerani TV. YouTube is Unscripted Marriage. And share this video. Somebody needs to hear this before they jump into business together, because it's not good for everybody, but it's good for some people.
Yes. All right. So we are
Signing
glad
off.
that you joined us. So we are out of here with rolling,
yeah, rolling on the river. I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, but I never lost 1 minute of sleep.
Have you heard that the enemy of your soul desires to take control and cause you to lose all faith in God?